Hello everyone, welcome to another video talking geeky stuff, me Tensi, and today we are talking about a comic artist, Adam Kubert. So it's been a long time since I did one of these focus again, and some of you probably noticed I've been doing a lot of 2-minute videos. It's just that work has been busy, hectic. I don't have time to do much, so that's why I've been doing those 2-minute videos with some nice music. Hope everyone appreciate that. Please let me know. And when I do have time, maybe once, twice a week, maybe less than that, maybe once every 2 weeks, I get time to really talk, commentary, and start talking about geeky stuff. Well, anyway, today's artist focus is Adam Kubert, one of the top Marvel artists, the son of Joe Kubert, legendary Joe Kubert, and the brother of Andy Kubert, which I'll do a video of him soon because they're both as good as each other. But the reason why I chose to do Adam Kubert is because I think he does one of the best Wolverines in the business. He's up there with the likes of Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri. And on the topic of Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri, I think his artwork kind of has a combination of both. Very erratic, dynamic. He's another versatile artist. He can draw everyone as good as anyone else. Female, males, gritty, looks good, artistic composition, the use of colors and dynamic posing is definitely one of them up there. He also did a 12-issue run with Peter David on the Incredible Hulk. So Incredible Hulk is my favorite Marvel character, followed by closely second or third is Wolverine. I say second or third is either Spider-Man or Wolverine. Sometimes I like Wolverine more, sometimes I like Spider-Man more. So that's the reason why I decided to do Adam Kubert first, because he'd done two of my favorite characters, and his run on Wolverine was definitely one of the best, especially that issue when he had a good old sluggerfest with Sabretooth. Just the front cover is amazing, and definitely everyone who's a Wolverine fan, definitely check out that issue, and not just that issue alone. I think his entire run on Wolverine as well. Not only that, of course, most top artists, he went and did a lot of the flagship titles like X-Men. He did a lot of X-Men, and dare I say he's one of the best at doing that as well. Okay, as I mentioned, if you look at the bottom, you see that awesome picture with Wolverine and Sabretooth. That was the issue I was talking about, where he had a good old fight with Sabretooth. That was one of the best Wolverine single comics I read in a long time. Anyway, and he's not only just great at dynamics and so on, versatile. He has a range of styles. Looking at some of the artwork here, they're kind of inked, very simplicity. His action scenes are very frenetic. And I think as a comic artist, a lot of comic artists are great artists, but when it comes down to kind of action sequences, telling the story, you got to make the image move more it's like the reader's got to imagine that it's the fight scenes playing out in front of you. That's where I think a lot of artists who are great artists, but when it comes to kind of action sequences, they kind of fall short a little bit. But this guy is definitely one of the top. I mean, just looking at some of his artwork, that picture on the left where you see Hulk and Wolverine. That image alone has a lot of energy to it. So definitely one of the best up there. And also mention, just looking at this panel here, a wide range of styles, from the Batman and Superman at the bottom to the Alien comic in the top there. Just the artistic style is so different, and as an artist, being an artist myself or a creator myself, you kind of have to evolve yourself. You can't kind of stick to what you're good at. You know, don't get me wrong, don't, as the saying goes, don't, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? But as time moves along, especially in the creative space, you have to move with the times. People have different senses, have different opinions, different perspective. All that rolls into one, so you have to move with the times. And speaking about that, no, not speaking about that, going back to the beginning again, is I always thought that Adam Kubert was a little bit younger than, say, Jim Lee, McFarlane, Silvestri. I think he's the same age as Silvestri. While I was doing this presentation, I did a bit of did some research on him. I realised he's a little bit older than Jim Lee and McFarlane. You know, he's in his 60s now. And I've always thought, because as Jim Lee, McFarlane, Silvestri, Rob Liefeld moved on to Image Comics, that's when that's when Adam Kubert kind of rose to more kind of prominence. That's when I kind of noticed him more. You know, don't get me wrong, I mean, I've always knew about him. I read some of his comics, and of course back then, I dare say his artwork it was good, but it was never top tier. But I think by some of the top tier artists that time, Jim Lee, McFarlane, Silvestris, moving over to Image, it really gave the Kubert brothers a chance to really improve their style. And if you look at, like, year after year after year, their work has improved so much that they are on the same level as those artists I mentioned. So in a way, it was kind of like almost like a blessing in disguise that those guys moved on and they kind of took over some of the flagship titles and really honed their craft and improved their style, you know. But now that I know that, you know, he's actually older and at sometimes same age as him, I always thought that he was like this kind of generation that came with, like, Joe Madureira, J. Scott Campbell. But of course, I was wrong. As in saying that, I think definitely by having Jim Lee McFarlane move over and Silvestri moving over, they really had, I would say, a lot more areas to really hone their skills. I'm like a broken record now. I'm repeating what I'm saying, but their artwork has improved so much that he's definitely one of the top tier artists of that time. Anyway, let me know if you're into Adam Kubert. Another question: do you think Andy Kubert or Adam Kubert, which is your favorite? I'm going to do a video on Andy Kubert soon. And anyway, thank you for watching this video. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. And please stay safe. Goodbye.